Now we're going to talk about the Egyptian mystery system. Yeah, we're going to talk about magic again, right? Now, and the power of magic. Yeah, they are. Now, as you know, that Egypt, not only Egypt alone, Mesopotamia was the cradle of civilization, right? Where the Anunnaki, Elima, had created human beings, and Isis, her name was Isatar, and Isis' name is in the Bible. Now, Genesis is really about Isis having his first son, Adamo, right? Now, as I said, I really don't believe in the Bible scholars of old. I believe that they were wrong in how they put things together. I don't know if it's because what they said, the Bible was written about 100 years after the death of Christ anyway. It was put together. It was put together 100 years after the death of Christ. So it was in bits and pieces all over Africa. You see what I'm saying? No, what really happened now, the Roman Empire, it was just like America. It was their agenda. It was in the European agenda, in the blood of the Roman Empire, to invade and conquer, and to slave people. The human vampires sucking on blood of Africans, and going all over Europe and invading the European countries, and killed and murdered. And which they back in the day, they went to Jerusalem, they went to Egypt, they went to Kush, they went all over the world to annihilate. And they need a lot of food and money to run their evil society. Just like the United States today, it was similar to Rome, the same Roman system. There was a house, you know what I'm saying, in Rome, the Congress in Rome, you know what I'm saying? Everything that was in the United States of America is similar to the Roman system. You see what I'm saying? No, the Bible was put together with a lot of Semitic, and I want to use a Jamaican word. All right. My word then to describe the whole thing is they interpolate. Interpolate does simply mean wrong interpretation of the Bible. They doesn't have a clue of what they're saying. Many times how they put across the Gentile, and you see what I'm saying, and the Jews and the children of Israel, and blah 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 blah, and they hear a lot of things from word of mouth. And they hear a lot of things. They might go in different scripts and different pieces, but I don't think all of those people who read the Bible hear from the original ancient script. No. When you compare, a lot of things in the Bible has been altered. Quote unquote, altered. You see what I'm saying? To emerge our mind, to get in our psychology, in our egregore, in our ego, in this part of our spirit that deal with our psychology, to let us believe a lot of things, and from once that a religious thing have a hold in your head. You see what I'm saying? And because we were vulnerable people. very vulnerable people. Remember, our history was taken from us. You see what I'm saying? And they tell us about this God, quote unquote, that speak to them really. And, from I really overstand and get enlightened, I realized that there was a universal, big, bad, miraculous God. He would have called me and he would have been spoken to me direct. So I realized that the whole thing is just a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi scheme. A middleman thing. A churchy, religious, sanctimonious kind of thing. Who try to degrade African and to put a blind eye over our eyes like this and let us cannot see ourselves in the Bible, in history. And so they would preach, and pontificate to us, and we are vulnerable people, and so we believe. Because they put it in the Bible, amen, we must obey our masters, right? We must obey our masters. And when the slave master come in, and if a boy have a wonderful girl in the time of slavery, nice breasts, fat butt, and sexy and looking good, he would send for that girl in the night. That's what I'm saying. And maybe that girl could not take what was, she just don't want her virginity or to have sex with a slave master. And they would force themselves upon females, because they own you. You see what I'm saying? And so because of that, you find out that now they had to narrow down a little book, a little part of the Bible. Slave, you must obey your master. And so when our daughters, our wives back in the time of slavery, our girlfriend are getting real-time fucked and so hard by a slave master, by another girlfriend, drying out in the cabinet, and just staying with her pussy like that, it get over fucking head. You see what I'm saying? To have our girl fucked all different kind of way, it's not a good thing. And so they write this Bible, slave, you must obey your masters, right? And so there was a guy in the United States by the name of Willie Lynch. And the Willie Lynch syndrome is, if you want to destroy a black man, fuck his wife in front of him. Or you fuck his daughter in front of him. Or, sometimes they would fuck their mother in front of them. You see what I'm saying? And, dude, let me tell you something. They do so many things, dude. These motherfuckers, these Anunnaki, vampire, bloodsucker. You see what I'm saying? These reptilians do us so much things that, dude, when I read sometimes, I'm fucked. Sometimes I can't even read. I can't even eat for a day or 2 or 3. Because I cannot believe when I comprehend, when I understand or overstand or understand in my head what I read, that these things really take place. But they take place. So the Bible wasn't accurate. When the Moors went from Morocco to Salamanca, Spain, right? And they built 17 university in Salamanca, Spain. And you find out that now when Spain fall, Spain was Muslim when they fall to the Christian. in 1492, between 1492 and 1491, when Spain and Portugal was the powers there be, and the slaves, Christopher Columbus, that little greasy motherfucker, Christopher little Columbus, that pipsqueak, Christopher Columbus, oh, those fuckers, those Anunnaki motherfucker, what's what I'm saying? Those piece of shit who try to tell real smart and intelligent people that, oh, he discovered Jamaica, who became Jamaica. Now these motherfucker, they think that we were dumb. You know, they didn't know that we were in the front seat. We invented the periodic table. Hermes, Trismegistus. That's what I'm saying? Who was thrice great. Hermes, Tut, the Atlantean. You see what I'm saying? From Egypt, who his father sent to Africa after the flood to help the Africans to get civilized, to get civilization higher. But these people believe that, oh, because we are black, we are inferior, we are no good. And by the way, let me clarify something. I have a lot of white friends out there. I have a white boss. I don't want you to take it personal if you watch my video. Don't take it personal. This is not for my white friends or my white boss. There are good white people out there, and I love you. I love you. I love you. You know what I'm saying? Really, I don't hate you. But the thing is that I hate the past. I hate the past, and I have to talk about these things. You see what I'm saying? So if I work for you up there and you watch my video on YouTube or you hear about me, I am not talking period about you white bosses out there. No, no, you ain't got nothing to do with it. It was your generation, and this is not a financial problem between an employer and an employee. But I'm just simply saying that we get fucked so hard. See? And I'm going to go in my spirituality thing but I'm simply saying that, hey, look here now. 400 fucking years. Potato and water. We were beaten. Our woman was fucked in their tight pussy. You see what I'm saying? We're abused. When 100 baby born, if a 200 baby born, you find out that 10 or 20 fucking % of the child lived to see 10 or 25 years. They get the fuck beaten out of them. You see what I'm saying? And it was so rough for us as slaves. And you know something? In truth and in fact, it fucked us up so bad, that Jesus Christ and God was in heaven. Listen. In heaven, why we have to be taken in a boat by the name of Jesus of Lubeck, taken across the Atlantic, all over the world, and they never intervened. We were shitting in the boat and God never intervened. God never came down and wiped our ass. God never came down and gave us tissue. He never came down and gave us a motherfucking 5-star treatment. He should have carried a fucking red carpet on that boat and give it to us as a slave. Don't think so? We deserve red carpet. We deserve music and wine and fucking the best meat, gold and silver. And we were treated like shit. We were treated like a motherfucking piece of shit. Because of those white motherfucker vampire European who come and think they can just fucking just destroy the black race. The chosen people. The black Jews. Oh yes, I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew. I'm a motherfucking Jew. Don't you know that? Yeah, you can come and you can just walk over us. You can think you could go to Australia and you fucking wipe out 5 million. You go to Congo, you dirty bastard. You piece of shit, King Leopold. You red motherfucker who think you can just go to and cut off our hands. Let me tell you something, piece of shit. And what happened at the Berlin Conference in the 18th century? You know what? Let me tell you something. They agreed. Oh, Leopold, you can go down there and just please just take your time with them, Leopold, and Leopold, and just preach them. Tell them to get them the good word, the good book. Leopold, oh, pat them on the back, treat the ladies nice and the men. And they beat the fuck up out of us down there. I want to tell you something. I believe they fuck the men them too. I believe a lot of Africans get fucked in their ass. Yeah, we get fucked so bad, they beat us from our back, our face, motherfucking head. I believe, you know something? I believe we get a lot of beating our head. I believe they've beat us so fucking hard and in our head we get so fucking crazy and we give up. We freak out. We didn't know what to motherfucking do because we get so much beaten and so much potato and water that I believe, honestly, this is my hypothesis, fucking arthritis and sugar fucking destroy the slaves, destroy them. Too much starch in our blood, potato and water. While the slave master was eating the fucking fine lamb and the goat and things like that, we were fucking eating potato and water. You see what I'm saying? And the scraps of things, the things that they don't want. And you know what? When we invent different things, like in the United States, you see what I'm saying? They would take the rights. You know something? Let me. I just want to get in that. Anyway, I'm going to want to go back to my science and all that. I don't want to go. I just don't want to go in that. No. As I was saying now, magic can do so much. We are living in a world of happenings. We are living in a world that God is everywhere. I breathe God. I drink Him. This is God. I drink Him. When I'm driving on God. You know something? When I look upon a female, overall, I see God also. God is not a man. God is not a masculine gender spirit. God reproduce. God reproduce. Two spirits come together. Every atoms, every molecule, everything, every aspect of this entire world. The moon, the sun, the stars, the planets, the galaxies, everything, carbon monoxide, every kind of gas, uranium, aluminum, iron, coltan, everything is fucking God. So you know what? These people has been taking God, the different characteristics of God from one place to the other and fucking are going around and think they can just make shit and destroy the world and destroy us and telling us that there is a single sky daddy up there that see us in slavery for 500 years. Okay. has been treated and beaten and abused so bad, and that motherfucker even never knew anything about it. I'm pissed. And I never even know that we have been through so much till last year when I started to read. You see, I had an idea that, look here now, I think that they were flush toilet on Jesus. When they're taking us from Africa to Jamaica, I thought that there was a bar. Honestly, I thought that they were untowing on Jesus of Lubeck. I even thought that there was a fucking strip club on Jesus of Lubeck. You see what I'm saying? But there is no strip club. I thought that they were giving us a little wine, a little Budweiser, a little Pepsi. You see what I'm saying? Or maybe I thought that they would have had a piece of Kentucky Fried Chicken and Jesus of Lubeck to give to us. They give us fucking nothing but whipping under our motherfucking ass. No, that's fucking bad. That's not good. You see what I'm saying? And now look, what I don't like about the New World Order here. I don't like it. I do not like it. The royal family of England, I am making no apology. I'm very sorry. You are rude, unscrupulous, vampire, bloodsucker, murderer. Not only the royal family, the different popes, and the different Anunnaki elites that rule all the European countries, Australia, the different reptilians, Anunnaki, motherfucking vampire, who think you can just go in Africa, and you know what they say? Oh, Europe is a garden. Europe is a garden and Africa is a jungle. It's not good. I mean, so much money to buy weapons, to create weapons, to send to other country to fucking kill women and children, and to try to demonize another superpower. I think such country is fucking insane, motherfucker. These fucking countries are literally fucking insane. We, the people all over the world, the black people, we, the black Jews, right now we should have been getting paid those money that they are sending all over the world to fucking destroy other superpower and to kill women and children who don't even have a nail in their hand. And people getting up every day, oh, God is this, God is that. Let me tell you something. God can't even fucking run Linstead or Bagwalk. God can't even fucking run Irvington in New Jersey. You know what? I think God need a fucking orientation. I think that God need to orientate how to help, because you know what I'm saying? God just sitting and he can do the job. There's nothing I see God is doing than people just preaching about Daniel in the fucking lion den. You see what I'm saying? And doing so much different bullshit. God is weak as a fucking lamb. When I see so much women and people dying all over the world, and God came to come down with a motherfucking battalion of angels and beat the fucking crap out of these fucking white vampire motherfuckers who is killing people all over the fucking world. I have a problem with fucking that. I have a motherfucking problem. God need how to defend himself. God need to thought how to defend black folks. God need to thought how to judge motherfucking nation who try to wipe the fucking human race out, the black folks. I have a problem with that. You see what I'm saying? No. Every time I hear somebody say, God, every time I hear it hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. God is on vacation. So much fucking people dying. Making so much fucking disease over the world. Killing the people in Gaza. And the fucking mighty God, he can't do a fucking oh my God. Why you are so fucking weak? I think you need some motherfucking vitamin. Where are you? We need to get paid for all the work that have been done. We're living in Jamaica. And the pothole in the road are like this. The potholes are so deep. See? And the politician, and the reptilians. God, where are you? Why they are hyping you so much? You are so hyped. You are so righteous and powerful. And it's fucking getting worse, oh God. Oh, I have a crave for ram gold meat. I'm going to tell you something what they did last year, but what God let they give to me. I buy a billy goat for like 90,000. And one day I was here working. I was so tired, I just left Billy at the road. So I went to take Billy back in the yard. When I came, they took my billy coat. Weak or so. I wanted to eat Billy. Billy have a bad cold. You know, like Billy had pneumonia and I couldn't eat Billy, so I said, you know what? I want Billy to get better. And my billy goat was gone. You know something? And these motherfuckers just keep going around and taking billy goat, young goat, kid, pregnant goat. You know what? And the only thing you can hear, President saints, President, in God's own way, persecution you must bear. All the goat thief, they might even a drive Peggy's car and a prevail. I don't go carry you over the altar of the buckle, the sweet of the victory. Whoa! It's so sad. It's so sad. Sometimes I wonder if God is in Dubai. Where is fucking God? Where are you, God? You know something? Sometimes I wonder if we paint our fucking self white, maybe we would have a fucking chance. You know, sometimes I feel like I want to be fucking blue, like sky blue. It's so much on black people. It's too much on black people. Yes, about 14 in the 14th century, there was a port by the name of Port Royal. And the way they gambled, those fucking pirates, those piece of fucking reptilian piece of shit. They would have taken a slave with a baby in the belly, and they would fucking just cut that bottom of that belly. And the baby would fall out. And you know what happened? Rumor has it. Yes, rumor has it that God sunk fucking Port Royal. And look, it was sunk with a lot of fucking silver and gold in it. And you know what? We can't even go to Port Royal now and catch a fish or have a bath. These motherfucking reptilians, they have us with the secret society of Solomon, the man of God. Solomon, the man of God, Solomon knowledge. Yeah. The secret society. Yes. Running the whole fucking world. And having 4 poor people like we're fucking chicken. Chicken and we're like a fucking mouse on a $1 bread, motherfucker. Woo, it hurts so bad. It hurts so fucking bad. It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. Where is God? It hurts so bad. It hurts so bad. So bad. So bad. I don't know how God can take someone vacation. God take vacation morning, noon, and night. I think I need a tin of paint. I'm going to try paint myself blue. What do you think? I want to leave your comment. I think I want to be a blue man. Because being fucking black sometimes ain't cut it. You gotta be fucking strong. Yes. Yes. I'm just simply saying, we hear so much shit about God. So much shit. Different interpretation of a God. You understand me? This God, that God, all different kind of God. Nothing ain't getting done. Nothing ain't getting done. Nothing. Nothing ain't getting done. Yeah. Every time I see my bed, I remember my billy goat. My billy goat. Those. And God didn't do anything. God didn't take back Billy. No. You know something? I'm sick and tired of hearing God. I want action now. It's not a matter of words. Na. I want action. I want action. You see what I'm saying? I want him to speak from heaven. Like a loudspeaker. Colonel Watson. Yes, Lord. I want you to do this, and I want you to do that, and I want you to go there, and this is how I want you to live your life for the future, and this and that. I say, yes, God. Let me tell you something. If him not speak loud, you see, from heaven, I will advise a lot of you. Don't bother with the big man. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. No. We could touch by what we are touched by now. No, so what happened now, I want to touch back on my thing. So, science and warrior, which them say now, which is the Egyptian mystery system. And you find out that now in Africa you have a different, you have the same. It's just a breakaway, like it's a limb from the Egyptian mystery system, which is called the voodoo, which because of the oppression from the Roman Empire and the Persian and the Muslims brotherhood who came into Egypt and destroy and to annihilate us, kill us, and we got to run away from ancient Egypt and go all over Africa, back to our different abodes, because a lot of people came from all over Africa and went to the Nile to have a better life, and so a lot of them had to go back. You know, they were killed by the Muslims, they were murdered by Muhammad, they were murdered by the Roman Empire, they were murdered by the Persian. And so, what they did, they learned the mystery system. They learned the mystery system one way or the other, and they become very great at it. Now, as you were saying now, the power of magic. Now, I want you to know that you heard about the Titanic. What had happened to the Titanic, it wasn't by coincidence. No, it wasn't by coincidence what had happened to the Titanic. What had happened to the Titanic is just that they went in Egypt and they took a lid a very expensive coffin lid from somewhere in Egypt, which was very expensive. And they tried to take it to the Americas. And a ship got sunk with the coffin lid. And it was retrieved by, the owner. They pay a lot of money. They get it back up again and they put the lid on the Titanic. On the Titanic. And what happened now? That coffin lid now, well, up on the Titanic now, the curse from the spell that was cast, like 3,000, 4,000 years before, killed majority of those people on the Titanic. Now tell me now, how come people say that science and over is of the devil? No, man. Let me tell you what science and over is. It was when the Anunnaki Elima came here, right? On earth, according to the Acharasis and the seven tablets of creation, and the Enuma Elish and the Epic of Gilgamesh, right? Which was alright. No, not that one. Gilgamesh. The Epic of Gilgamesh. No. This is another one there. The Magma Vita Gita. No, these are all the books that the Bible was written from, right? The Bible was written from those books. No, the Titanic was sunk because of they take a lid, a coffin lid. Another thing again, right? When Hitler was coming to take England in World War II, there is a guy in England by the name of Gerald Butler. There is a guy in England who legalized Wicca, which is witchcraft, the white people version of voodoo, right? And they had a fire. I don't want to tell no lie. And he actually went into the Parliament of England. He went there. He and I think Winston Churchill happens to be acquainted somehow. Maybe they were in, the secret society, and he wanted to legalize Wicca in England. And so it happened as they had a fire. They put a fire in place when Hitler was coming to England to invade England, according to the story. And according to them, they say because of that fire, the magical fire and what they had placed, it deters, it changes Hitler's mind. And Hitler didn't come to invade England with its full force. No. Another thing again. I believe strongly that the Scottish Rites, the two departments of the secret society, the lodges that went to America, and those lodges that build Washington, D.C., right? What I believe, this is my hypothesis. My hypothesis, right? Now you'll find out that now in these Solomon book, the Gati, and they are these from Solomon grave. What I believe, these are the lodges, the secret society. They have a way of invoking multiple demons, planetary spirits. Remember, I told you before that there are many different kinds of spirit, right? There are spirit in the river, spirit in the sea, spirit in the pond, spirit in the mountain, spirit in the tree, spirit in Mars, Venus, Jupiter, spirit all over the world, spirit in the marshlands, spirit in the dirt, spirit in the air, many different spirit. Now, in the Lawrence book, where is it? In the Lawrence, the mystery, the Lawrence here, the Hindu magical heart, right? The great book of the Hindu magical heart by the Lawrence Company in Illinois. The Lawrence now, in his book and other books, said there are some spirits you dare not summon. Some spirits you dare not fuck around. And another thing, let me tell you something. Never, ever, ever, if you don't understand anything about spirituality, and if you are not rich enough and accurate enough to pay the spirit their pay, to give them what they need when you make a pact, never, ever, 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 never make an agreement with a demon that you can't fulfill. Never make an agreement with a spirit. If you can't fulfill it, leave it alone. It will be best for you. Now, you have a lot of different deity, a lot of different spirits out there, right? No. A lot of different spirits out there. A lot of different spirits out there. No. You have the Anunnaki, the spirits from the Anunnaki. I would like to read something here. No. I would like to read something. Let's hope I highlight it. I would like to read something 8 times. I should have get things a little bit more organized here. But I never organize that much. I've not been organized at all. That's not good. Yeah. So, as I'm saying now, I believe that when, like, if a contractor in firm is building a road or people is doing any form of work and there is an entrance through a cemetery, right? I believe when those the remains of those dead persons have been taken or removed from their place of rest, I still believe that not all of them, but this is my hypothesis, that some of them has been still going in and out at the time, and what I believe that we can know. Because they were disturbed, I believe that you shouldn't have removed those dead unless you would contacted their boss. And who is their boss? Their boss supposed to be a spirit at every cemetery. A spirit who is in charge over all the spirit of the dead. And that spirit who is in charge over all the spirits of the dead, there is another spirit in the underworld who is in charge over him. So let me tell you something now. Just like you have a general, you have a prime minister, right? And you have in upper camp are those who take their direct command from the prime minister. No, this is definitely how the demons were set up. Listen to me now. This is according to these books of Solomon. And in the voodoo tradition of Haiti, you find out that now they say no Papa Labor. Papa Labor is the keeper of the underworld, right? No, in the Egyptian, they say, well, Anubis, the dog like a guy, Anubis is the keeper of the underworld. No, according to the Egyptian book of the dead, right? The Egyptian book of the dead say, look now. When a person died, right, in the ancient world, your heart has been taken out and put on a scale, and with a certain amount of feather, and if it is balanced, the same weight on the heart, the same weight on the feather, you're okay. Everything is good. Everything is good. But if your heart is heavier than the feather, then you find that you are not, you cannot be a participant to the other world. No, you cannot participate. You cannot go to the nether world, the other world, according to the Egyptians. No, so you find that all that the Egyptian, the Book of the Dead, and the way of all those things were taken, bits and pieces from that, and put into the Bible. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, the Egyptian book of the dead and all of that. You see what I'm saying? And it got revised and given back to us here, our own ancestors, the laws, the 42 ammunition on the hat. You see what I'm saying? And they tell you that it was 10 commandments God gave Moses. No, Mahat. It was the God Mahat who write the 42 commandments. I mean, they have them here in the library here in a few books, but I just can't go right now. I don't want to be disrespectful. That's what I'm saying. I've never organized it to read it, right in front of the video camera, so I just let it stay. So you'll find that in order, really and truly, for anybody to be saved, if it's not the Egyptian way, count it off. No. I mean, there is one thing about reality and logic, and there is another thing about the true record of the Egyptian mystery system according to the Book of the Dead. And there is another thing you call name accepticism. Accepticism and interpolation. You understand? That people run off with the truth because their pastor or their evangelist teach their pastor their belief, and therefore now it's like blind and lead blind, because then don't go back into the ancient manuscript. They don't go back and to see the things. They don't eat the book. You see what I'm saying? So you find that there must be problems. Now, if you're going around and preaching false information, going around you're teaching false information, and somebody go where they can get the right info. Someone goes where they can buy or beg or get the right info, and if that person is smart and intelligent, and as long as he can name Pambola, if he's smart and intelligent and read and know, even the books of the Bible, Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Nehemiah, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. 1st and 2nd Samuel, 1st and 2nd King, 1st and 2nd Chronicles, Exile, Nehemiah, Esther, Job, Psalms, Proverbs, Ecclesiastes, Songs of Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel, Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Michael, Nehemiah, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Malachi, Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Acts of the Apostles, Romans, 1st and 2nd Corinthians, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians. If you were grown in church all your life, right? And you backslide. And you're curious of what? That you was a slave to religion, to a certain kind of belief system that was brought upon you, that was beat upon you, that was forced upon you, our generation, right? And come down power. And you find out that you have to investigate the truth of the matter. I would have to investigate deeper, and definitely, I don't really mean to offend anyone, but that's what I did. I invested in a lot of books. If I'm coming down, I would carry one full suitcase of book. Every time for the past might be 2 years. One brand new small suitcase of book, or, because there was just this ongoing thirst inside of me to learn about Christianity, the Egyptian mystery system, and the whole, the African thing, and Pangea. Pangea means the world before them call it Earth. The whole world, Pangea. Yeah, the Pangea map, the world that open and close 4 times. I never ever read those things. It was a professor I met on a boat, and he was outlining those things to me. a couple months ago. So you find now that in the islands here, like Bahamas, Bermuda, Jamaica, Haiti, blah, 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 we work with dopey demons, right? Dopey. One of the things we can nail people in cotton tree. You can go and get the grave dirt from the four corners of the grave and carry it home, and you can call the spirit. If unscrupulously or willingly you get a skull, and if you know the name of the skull, some of your man don't need to know the name because people first than people. Some of your man don't need to know the name of the person. Some man can really communicate with the skull, and trust me, they would know that name. They would know the name of that person. And by calling the spirit, by calling the dopey or the phantom by the name, you find out that you have a better harnessing position. You can control that spirit more easier. Now listen to me now. Some dopey, if you don't know them name, like in my dimension now, I am not a person who is in certain dimension, who have a certain amount of capability in telepathy and telekinesis, which you call it reading, or when you read people, you call it divination. The European call it divination, but the African word or the Mesopotamian word is telepathy, telekinesis, the word in which the word telephone was invented from that word, because the ancient people, we usually communicate from afar, very, very far. Mind talking. I was reading a book that I bought again. It's a Brazilian book about a doctor by the name of Dr. Blair. And when Dr. Blair had operated on an alien, when he operated on an alien, the alien looked and Dr. Blair, in the book that he bought, about 2 books, and said to him, look here now, you don't even know who you are. The alien said that to Dr. Lear. You don't know. Like the alien shake him and said, you guys don't even know who you are. Because what had happened now is that now, every time now when the flying saucer came down, you see what I'm saying? And when they crash, like if they crash in North America, South America, and if those countries are friendly with the United States, they would call the US of A, and he would send a chopper, a helicopter, and he would confiscate those aliens. Those aliens that are cousins on earth here. You see what I'm saying? And those aliens, they would confiscate them. You have many different kind of aliens. Blue alien, pink aliens, tall aliens, short aliens. And it's so good. When you can read and understand that we're living in a multidimensional universe, multidimensional world with knowledge, multidimensional knowledge, and our understanding is different degree, different level of understanding, different level of intelligence. You see what I'm saying? Different IQ ability. You see what I'm saying? And that what make the whole human race work together and invent so much, because we are all God. We are all from the Anunnaki Alima. We are all from the Anunnaki Alima. Extraterrestrial, multidimensional being. You see what I'm saying? We are different. Every woman is different. Every child is different. The way we think is different. You see what I'm saying? Each life, each personal life is like a different plant. And each plant has different branch settings, different possession. You know, I mean, the way they grow, we are all different in every way, shape, and kind. Every individual is different. There is no two person which, you know, were made unless they tap in nature. You know what I'm saying? And clone you from your mother. And cloned you from your mother. So when I realized that the Anunnaki Alima came down thousands of years and thousands of years, and they created us. And we were here on earth for a reason. You see what I'm saying? We were here for a reason. And this reason, we were here. And what had happened now, when they went now they went in Egypt, and they confiscate the library in Egypt, and they took all the information away from the library, the Roman Empire. You see what I'm saying? Now you find that now. The Bible had never written as yet. The Bible has never written as yet because Rome wasn't on the verge of breaking apart as yet. You see what I'm saying? So when Rome was on the verge of falling and they were crumbling, Constantine said, I need a religion to unify the Vatican and the world. I need a religion to unify the Vatican and the world. You see what I'm saying? And so, let me get these books. And so, you find out that Rome, the Roman Empire, were very dangerous in the ancient time. And the Roman Empire, the Greek, again, Rome defeat the Greek with the Persian and defeat them. And you find out that the world was in so much chaos back then. You know, we were killed. A lot of people were very patriotic to their country, and they fight and die for their country. And they would go in Africa and they would break Africa up. You see, Africa has been broken up from that time. You know, the different European countries, they went to Africa and then destroyed Africa because, you know, I mean, they had more weapons of mass destruction. You see what I'm saying? And they come together psychologically and in large numbers, and they would go to Africa and to kill the Africans. So Hannibal now, you know, thank the universal Hannibal who really set an example for Rome. You see what I'm saying? Just as though the Houthis are fighting the Americans now because of different, reasons. Hannibal, went to Rome and nearly wiped Rome from their, nearly destroy Rome entirely. But Hannibal never went in 100% to finish the job at the time. But when Hannibal had revolt and rested, it was too late, because the Roman Empire had, sent message, and they more, some of the battalion that was out of Rome, they came back to Rome to rescue Rome, and Hannibal, was then outnumbered and could not defeat the Roman Empire again. So when I realized now all of this, because the Pope went into Egypt and confiscate the Roman Grecia family, these people in high authority in Rome who run Rome. You understand me? They had to take the truth to teach the lie. If you have the truth and somebody come to you with the lie, you will not accept it. So what they did, they confiscate the truth and continue feeding the generation with the lie. Then when the older generation died out, you see what I'm saying, from any nation, then you find out that now the younger generation, by learning the lies get into their egregore, and in their egregore became real, as if it's real in their psychology, in their brain, inside here. And so they teach the generation that come off of them the way you think. They can't tell no lie. Them have to believe, because let me tell you something now. Them know how to divide and conquer. They know how to manipulate and how to divide and conquer. What do you think? They're smart. They're not that dumb. We are smart too, but it's just that if you have two dogs, if you have a white dog and a black dog, 6 white dog and 6 black dog, and you continue to feed the white dog, starve the black dog, beat the black dog, taking away their water, taking away their food, taking away their vitamin, taking away their health. What you believe what will happen to the black dog? They will soon be dead, annihilated from the face of the earth. No, most definitely no. That's what happened right across the world with the Africans. Because you know something? As I'm saying, they've been passing a lot of remarks that we are in a jungle. Europe is a garden. We are in a jungle. It was Winston Churchill who passed some very dangerous remarks on India. And the people of India, Winston Churchill said they breed as if they are guinea pigs. You don't know, these Anunnaki guys over us. You see what I'm saying? From the different presidents to the popes, Isabella Ferdinand, the royal family who placed now in Jamaica the governor general, the Ice Spain guy, I don't know if it's true, in Jamaica. Now, these people, these are from the secret society. Psychologically, they planned. Psychologically, they have things locked. Psychologically, they have things under control. You see what I'm saying? No, in order for us to understand, you see what I'm saying? A lot of us have to eye a third eye here, or a third eye has to open up in order to understand these things. A lot of people just live and eat and drink and party. Sweet. Oh, and just fuck pussy, not more than that. And just live their life. And they don't know what the fuck is going on around them. Eat, drink, and fuck. And fucking around people and talking a lot of bullshit. They don't have a clue of what is going on amongst them, around them. So, people, let me tell you this. Really off this video, I should have really, when I do the other video, I will just continue. And try to get my point out in what I'm saying to you. We have to be smart. You know something? Somebody used a term, and I love that term. You gotta save yourself. You gotta help yourself. You gotta save yourself. And there is no one can save you or help you but you. You see what I'm saying? And it is so sad. It is so sad. But we are still ruled by reptilians. We are today human Igigi. We are Igigi. Igigi just means the aliens that who were have less power, who came here as slaves. You see what I'm saying? Because the upper class aliens, which were the Anunnaki, the giants, you see what I'm saying? Those were in control and slave the Igigi, manipulate them, overwork them. They were like machine, night and day. They didn't have a good time. And so I always wonder, where did slavery came from? Where did slavery came from? But from I started to read the Acharasis and the seven tablets of creation, the Enuma Elish. One of the time I was reading the Enuma Elish, and I realized that when Jehovah God, his name was Enki, no Enlil. When he had wanted to destroy all the human beings on the earth, and he had to build a floating unit, right? That could float, and Tut and Zayazudra, which was Noah in the epic. They were communicating, and Tut had to communicate with Zayazudra telepathically. After dream Zayazudra tell him that Enlil was planning to destroy all human beings with a flood. And one of the time I read that Enlil, Jehovah, Enlil, who the Bible, write about this great Savior Jehovah, Enlil. You know what Enlil did? Enlil cursed the coconut, the plant, the banana, the corn, everything. And Enlil cursed every single plants that the people, the human beings at that time, could not have nothing to eat. So there was a great famine. Not because of sin, but because, you see what I'm saying? The Igigi, they were males. And after Isis created the first animal, and he became a place where male and female had been produced and the human race multiplied greatly, enormously, multiple thousands of human beings over a period of time, and the GG them started to have sex. And you know something? When you're a man that you haven't get any pussy in your life, let me tell you something. There is something about that pussy. There is something about that pussy will make you go like a dog. You make you go like a horse. You make you fucking fight and it make you kill that pussy. That pussy will do so much fucking thing to you that it's unbearable, unbelievable, because, I mean, there was just something about, I don't know what's in that pussy. I just don't know. I want to really find out. If I could really find an ancient manuscript, what did these Anunnaki put in the female pussy so that it would affect our fucking head so much? There is something about that pussy I just cannot fathom. I just cannot understand what about that pussy. But the Igigi, a lot of them were very old. And these Igigi never get a little pussy. And so when they started to drink and have fun and, you know, the Igigi, they started to get the back shot and the mama and papa and the barbed wire twist. You see what I'm saying? When those fucking females started to sit in this fucking Igigi face and put the pussy on them, these fucking Igigi, they revolt, they go wild, they go fucking those females, man. They would fuck morning, middle and night. And so the human race becomes many. And the Anunnaki didn't like that. The Anunnaki did not like that, so they said that the descendants from the Igigi and the human being was going to like overthrow them. But to be more smart, for some reason, they did not trust what was going on. Not because of sin, but because that the Igigi just choose to enjoy, you see what I'm saying, some good pussy. And because of that, Jehovah kill them all. You know what they did? There was a famine that they started to eat. The humans, there was no food. No food. And they started to eat the dead bodies of each other. No. Tell me now. Where wickedness come from? I buy a book, you see? I think the guy named Antoine LaVey. And when I hear Antoine LaVey was cussing Jehovah God 2 years ago, I never know why Mr. LaVey was dissing Jehovah God a certain way. And I've never said anything. But now I understand why Mr. LaVey had cursed Jehovah God so much. Because Jehovah is not a supreme universal God. They are aliens. Aliens came by their father Anu. In the Egyptian book of the dead, they would praise Anu, the Anu God. You see what I'm saying? The aliens who came down, the Anunnaki Elema, who created us, who tingled. You see what I'm saying? And created the humans with the homoids from that time. And we were created. Now you find out that now reading these books and knowing these things, I mean, make any smart person would think. I'm going to tell you something. All right. There was a time in history where the Turks usually go around and they would, people from Turkey, it's in a book, Bayberry, it was Bayberry State. Turkey would confiscate and they would they were like a war just like between the Houthi and the American and the sea. Turkey would catch the people from Europe going to and fro. The Muslims would, sail them down and catch them. And they were slaves, white slaves, for a long time. So much so that America had to send 10 ships. I think back in between the 15th century and the 13th century to Europe in order to balance the situation over there. You see what I'm saying? No, look now. I'm going to tell you this. Don't you see that something is wrong? Whenever time anything happen to this skin color, this color here, darker, you hardly find Europeans helping these skin color. You see what I'm saying? So you find out, honestly, I'm going to tell you this. They said Mr. Putin is wicked. They say he's a murderer and he's a wicked guy. But there are a lot of things I love about Mr. Putin. There are so much things I love about Mr. Putin. There are so much fucking thing I love about Mr. Putin. You know why? Mr. Putin, I had a great amount of respect for that guy. I respect him so much. I respect Mr. Putin so much. I respect him. 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 Because you know why? Man, they are flesh and blood, man, running through this vein. Anywhere you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. And me say anywhere you come from, as long as you're a black man, you're an African. You know what? When I see my brothers all over the world are falling, they're crying, they've been abused, they've been murdered, they've been raped, they've been lynched. Listen, I don't have anything against the other color. I respect them, I love them, but I'm just simply saying, listen to me. We got to still remember where we're coming from. We got to still remember where we are, where we're coming from, and know where we are now to know where we are going. You cannot erase it, man. You cannot erase it. You see what I'm saying? As long as you're a smart person and you read, there are certain things you cannot erase. You see what I'm saying? You cannot erase it. Let me tell you something, man. It's not an easy road. But you've got to be smart. It's not an easy road. I'm looking for a book here. Capitalism and Slavery. Where's my book? Honestly, man. You know something? I want to tell you the truth, man. I really don't hate. I love every nation under the face of the world. I love every nation. But I just want to say this, that we should know where we're coming from. We should know where we're going. We should know where we come from and where we're going, man. Let me tell you something. It's not an easy road. Vampirism, you see? Vampirism. I want to say this, that for the past 500 to 600 years. What has happened to the black people is worse than the Holocaust. Is worse than the Holocaust. Is worse than the Holocaust. Worse than the Holocaust. Man, King Leopold, look, went in Africa, in the Congo, and Leopold, that fucking motherfucking ugly motherfucker, that piece of shit, eliminate my people hand millions. You know what? They don't even want people to talk about it. King Leopold, that greasy fucking slicker, he should have fucking thrown away in a motherfucking condom. His mommy should have fucking fell on that motherfucking fetus. What I'm saying? That wicked motherfucker. And not only King Leopold. A lot of them was created to destroy us. You see what I'm saying? But listen, the thing is that nature will not allow it. No, look now. Jehovah called the disease on the plants and called also the disease on the people. Compare which scientists in our age, in such country, in such elite, compare, and you will fucking find out that those motherfuckers today, they are fucking Anunnaki. They are fucking worse than reptilian. They are reptilian vampires who just planned psychologically, secret, societically to fuck us and to try to wipe us away from the fucking face of this world. Can't you see? Can't you see the action of such people? Can't you see the action of such nation? Can't you see that they fucking come to divide and conquer? You see what I'm saying? And we people, we the black people, you know, some of us, my apology, but I'm going to say this. We are like fucking swines sometimes. Wild goats. Without no knowledge. You see what I'm saying? We just don't have the clue. And according to the story of the children of Israel that they write, though I don't even believe it, but I mean, because it was in my head, we are like going around in circles. We are going nowhere. Nowhere. You know why? Half of it is our fault. Half of it. Our fault. But I can't blame it all on us. We must rise and save yourself. You see what I'm saying? Uplift yourself. You see what I'm saying? To a higher level, a higher dimension. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it.